A minute's applause to remember the former Brighton manager. Harry Lloyd as we welcome.
Very much so.
Hold that thought. Immediately Spurs on the front foot. Werner across goal. Johnson on the stretch. Couldn't quite get there. Talking of high lines, Brighton nearly unpicked in the first 20 seconds by Tottenham.
That was a huge set. 30 seconds in there, but a great movement, good football through, patient. By Werner on that left flank here, just inches away from it. A glorious start for Spurs.
Kulusevski, Bentancur, Maddison with Johnson and Werner on either side of Dominic Solanke. And here come for the first time Brighton on the far right hand side. A sliding challenge. Van der Ven on Yankuba Minte, and it is Brighton throw halfway inside Tottenham's half on the far right. 2 minutes in, Brighton 0, Tottenham 0. Mark Warburton.
Early, saw there. A play out from the back. Veltman becomes her outball on so many occasions, and once again we saw that clip ball out, and he can make progress down their right flank.
Brighton trying to make progress into Spurs penalty area. The deflected cross has bounced once and into the grasp of the Tottenham goalkeeper Guglielmo Vicario. So already today in the Premier League, 2 draws: Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 0, which you heard on 5 Live. We had on Sports. Chelsea 1, Nottingham Forest 1. What have in store for us as Kulusevski scampers away down the right hand for Spurs. He is already into Brighton's final third. on his left foot, deflected shot, up and over the bar, Tottenham corner.
Game is so open already here, Chris. You've got love.
Madison with this corner. Spurs going from left to right in this first half towards the south. Who is on the ground here. Lewis Dunk is over. Adam Webster in that game at Chelsea.
He's a very good player, as I say, been a fantastic servant to Brighton. This is sorry to see so early in the game. It looks a the hamstring, and you can see his reaction, Chris. It tells you everything.
Yeah, given the week he has had, this is a very difficult. Early departure from the Amex for Adam Webster. So Brighton's number 4 is off. There is a slap of hands with Igor, who is on in his place. 33 minutes he got last week against Chelsea. Still looking for his first Premier League start of the season, the Brazilian, but he is on into Brighton's back line, and we are back underway. 9 minutes played, 0-0 here between Brighton and Spurs. So let's check in on what's happening in the Gallagher Premier. Premiership game between Saracens and Exeter, Adam Whitty.
Saracens coasting to a third win in 3 in the division, lead by 29 points to 14. We've got 90 seconds left and Sarries have shut up shop for the day. Exeter unable to get through their defensive line, and they won't make a further impact, I would imagine, in the last minute or so. Saracens 29, Exeter 14, 79 minutes gone.
It was dunked with the clipped ball forward for Brighton. Van der Ven flicking it over his own head on the edge of his penalty area. Bentancur is then lost. Welbeck might be able to get there with a strong challenge. Spurs have still got some work to do to clear this away, because it's loose on the left side of their area at the moment. And then Udogie under pressure from Belieber. It's not a foul, but the last touch has come off the Brighton man. So Spurs have got a throw. 0.
Good as well. The player was looking for the foul and the referee was strong in his decision making. So nice to see.
Ange Postecoglou, Mark, has hardly moved from his position on the edge of his technical area, and he hasn't taken his hands out of that big coat that he's wearing at all in the first 10 minutes.
No, well, I saw his reaction to early less than 30 seconds. Once again here, Maddison breaking the lines. You can see their plan, the game plan. It was clear game, Chris, but the gaps were opening up, and that changed the Brighton's to them for sure.
Just too much on that pass for Porro for James Maddison, but he on a couple of occasions now has made that run from a deeper area.
We're seeing Maddison and Kulichevsky both make the run. There's good width maintained and on this right flank here, and Solanke's movement we know is very clever. So really strong attacking intent, and they're causing Brighton.
James Maddison by Lee Carsley for the upcoming England internationals against Finland and Greece, which we'll have for you on 5 Live. Days out to the left-hand side for Brighton with Zuma, quick enough to keep it in play, but the offside flag is up against Karo Matoma, and Fabian Herzler is leaping around in his technical area ahead of us and is just getting a word to settle down from the fourth official, Andrew Madley.
It's off. It's tight. It's very, very tight, and I quite like that. But close call by the linesman, but a good call.
Fabian Herzler, who has been red carded at the Amex Stadium already this season because he was sent off here in the game against Nottingham Forest. Another long ball forward. Kulusevski for Tottenham inside the penalty area by the byline. Brighton retreating. Kulusevski in towards the near post. Flicked away out to for Brighton on this near left hand side, but at the moment on the edge of Brighton's own penalty area until Rutes spins away from danger. And nicely done by him. Outside side for Welbeck. Brilliant 12. Brighton 0, Spurs 0. And so he gives it back to Hinshelwood, and Brighton will try. And then Welbeck opens the legs up, tries to go between a couple of challenges and gets the free kick for Brighton right in the middle of the park. Probably about 40 yards from Vicario's goal.
Just from a Spurs perspective though, Chris, we saw Solanke drop nice and Kulusevski run beautifully into the channel, and there again the ball all over the top, and Spurs win again. So clear ploy there from Spurs, but now we have Brighton a really good attacking position.
Looks like it is the young Jack Hinshelwood who is down with the thought, I imagine, of trying to far post, because Lewis Dunk has gone and taken up a position on the edge of penalty area. The Brighton centre-back. Brighton 0, Tottenham 0 on 5 Live and via the World Service. And Hinshelwood with his arms draped either side of him, just assessing the situation. He does lift it up. It's in the direction of Mito. Romero had a free away for Spurs, and Lewis Dunk, who was coming back from an offside position, couldn't touch that, so it's out of play for a Spurs throw. It's all over with you, Adam Whitty. Saracens Exeter.
Yeah, Saracens have won 29-14. Frightening good display from Saracens. Home drawn and quartered Exeter in a 5-try win. Earl with 2, Jamie George getting 1-2. Sarries 3 wins from 3. They look ominously good. Exeter have lost their first 3 in the Premiership for the first time ever. Full time, Saracens 29, Exeter 14.
Cheers, Adam. Here is Vicario, the Spurs goalkeeper, out to Christian Romero, who will be heading off for Argentina duty. They've got a couple of World Cup qualifiers against Venezuela. Bolivia. There's Van der Ven, who hasn't had the opportunity to open up those legs so far. Mark Warburton, but it might be coming at some stage.
No, we've seen the quality in recent games, have we? None more so than Man United, so he has that pace to break forward, and Brighton be very aware of that for sure. It's more for Spurs at the moment, Chris. This has been so impressive. Maddison dropping deep, Udogie going beyond him there, and it's causing Brighton no end of problems.
Ricky van der Ven, it is the one who has ended up on the floor under the challenge of Jorginho Ruta, so It's a Spurs free kick on the halfway line, 0-0 between Brighton and Tottenham. No surprise to hear that on all the statistics that the BBC have done, Van de Ven in these opening few weeks of the Premier League season is the fastest player in the division, clocked at 23 miles per hour, so he can move quicker than you can drive through your local village, Mark.
Absolutely, Chris. But we've seen when you do play the high line and you're meeting the demands of the managers they are, you need to have that pace to fall back on. And I think someone mentioned it earlier in the show, maybe Joe Hart, that they have that advantage over Brighton, certainly in terms of the back line.
Spurs with a few interchanges of passes in midfield, but then play a loose one, and Matoma now has it for Brighton. Good challenge from Porro to get it back off him. Kulusevski, space on the right hand side, into Brighton's box, low ball across the edge of the penalty area, and it was struck at by Werner, but it was moving always away from goal, and Brighton retrieve it with Matoma, who's played a sharp pass out to Welbeck left hand side, but Tottenham are hassling Kadiolu and had to go to Verbruggen, but over goes Werner. Close down Lewis Dunk. The press from Spurs is impressive.
It is impressive, but all credit Brighton. They've worked it out to their right side now, and they're breaking down their right flanks. They've moved the ball very nicely and broken the press. But the Spurs are working hard. We know the stats. Both teams run hard and sprint hard. So again, that press was... They're working hard, but Brighton work through it.
Minte tried to cut inside there and couldn't quite escape the attentions of the one or two Spurs players that had him. So it's still waiting for our first goal of the afternoon at the Amex Stadium between Brighton and Tottenham, but you've had a very busy day. Having it for Dodgery.
Oh, we have, Chris. We've had our fifth goal of the afternoon now. It's anti-Palaversa for... I'm just checking actually. Yeah, no, it's definitely given anti-Palaversa. It was a ball in from Duke, and he was there to just smash it home from 6 yards. Aberdeen 3, Hearts 2.
A dog cross on the left-hand side, blocked well by Veltman, and then the ball must have bounced back off Destiny Udogie because referee David Coote has given a goal kick here.
Spurs fans not impressed by that decision, Chris, that's for sure. But again, I would say, looking at Ange's reaction, they've got into these wide areas on 3 or 4 occasions so far in the game and haven't really maximise up that final bit of quality, so he'll be keen to make sure they get to some great areas, need to get their rewards now.
Former Celtic manager Ange Postecoglou. I'm sure that Glasgow Rangers and Glasgow Celtic fans probably won't appreciate me saying this, but how refreshing it is to have a third name in that Scottish Premiership title race in the form of Aberdeen.
But wasn't too impressed by Veltman's reaction, I have to say.
What sort of response are we going to see from Brighton here? This is Belieber, 10 yards inside Spurs half, swept out to this left-hand side for Mitoma, who's up against Pedro Porro on the angle. He's sent it across goal, Vicario outstretched fully with his arms to his left-hand side to push it away. Tottenham's clearance isn't particularly handy. It's bounced off Mitoma's head, and then from the right-back position, Pedro Porro has sent that high up into the grey sky. Igor watches it come out of it, lands on his head. Mitoma keeps it in play, and Brighton get the ball back again, and the Amex feels it.
Yeah, the crowd need to see some sort of reaction from the team. Moment, Chris, as you say, Spurs have rightly, well, they've had class and for the first 25 minutes, so they want to see a response from their team. They want to see more dynamism.
well. The 40 minutes that we've had so far, because Tottenham, as it stands, are going into the top 6 of the Premier League table, leading Brighton by 2-0. Mark Warburton.
I'd like to see the stats of this first half. Chris, you saw then the ball went forward from Spurs.
The game so far.
No, they really haven't, but I think that's testimony to how good Spurs have been here. They really have. Every time Brighton have looked like the pace of Van der Ven or the experience of Romero have shone through, so they've looked comfortable, they've looked purposeful, and they totally deserve the lead, Chris.
Brighton 0, Tottenham 2. Here is Maddison, who got the mark. Darts celebration out off the back of scoring that second goal. He almost looked surprised himself, Maddison, that the ball eked underneath Bart Verbruggen.
He did, but we're seeing this movement again as you speak, Chris. What Solanke's dropping in, defenders are unsure whether they go with him. Forwards is a breaking beyond him, and they have no answer to it right now. So I'm sure whether he's personnel or style, I think the manager will do something at half-time.
Truly. Again, lovely touch from Solanke, and he puts it through for Brennan Johnson, who sees off Kadiolu, and then shoots over the top of the crossbar. Brennan Johnson again. a slick, startlingly quick Spurs move. Solanke, Kulusevski, Brennan Johnson, who barged Caddy out the way, and then his end product is over the top of Verbruggen's crossbar.
Solanke may not be on the score, but so effective, so impactful. He's dropping in, causing no end of problems here. He looks full of running, full of confidence. Great to see.
Dominic Solanke, who is in the England squad again, that Leslie has named for those games against Greece and Finland for the first time in 7 years. In fact, it's the second longest wait for a second England cap between your first and your second in 100 years.
And there's Kulusevski breaking forward down this right flank. Johnson drops deep, drags defender out, and Kulusevski exploits the space behind.
The Spurs, who are going towards their own supporters in this first half, be lapping this up. Kulusevski ran out of space in the end. Brighton take it away from him. But the pressure is on for a fast clearance, which Porro has stopped, and now off Matoma's head. The Spanish right back has got it again, and he goes back to the halfway line for Romero. Inside the final 60 seconds of the first half, here's Maddison. Romero's located him with his clipball forward down the right hand side, and then Bentancur's pass is out of the reach of Porro, and it's going to be a Brighton throw.
Again, Chris, as the ball turned over, you saw Maddison at 10 coming all over and on the press, winning the ball back, and the ball falls to Porro. Great energy from Spurs, well organised, and they're in a really good frame of mind right now.
Ange Postecoglou looks content, and that isn't necessarily a facial expression that you would have associated with Ange Postecoglou in the first few weeks of the season.
No, absolutely not, but he's stuck by his beliefs. All credit to him. He's brave in his play, and he absolutely believes his philosophy, and it's a joy to watch. It's a neutral watch his attacking play, Chris. There's no problem with that at all. I think the Brighton manager Fabian will have some more problems to deal with here. He's got to change something because Spurs are so very dominant.
3 minutes of stoppage time as we reach the 45-minute mark of this first half. There is just a little bit of bright blue sky trying to get through the low grey clouds that are drifting over the top of the Amex Stadium, which is probably a feeling that is replicated within Brighton's supporters' souls at the moment. Here's Mitoma, low ball in, stopped by the sliding Romero, and then by Tottenham up towards Solanke, who has his heels caught by Belieber. Spurs have got a free kick, and they will happily run the final couple of minutes of this first half down, I'm sure.
I've got to say, we've waxed lyrical about how good they are going forward, Chris, but defensively there's a real resilience about Spurs. Good positioning by Romero and the men behind him. Defensively they're well organised and defending their goal with passion, which you have to see. You can score goals but you can't concede them, so that resilience is quite clear this afternoon.
Tottenham haven't won a game here for a couple of years. In fact, it was 2 years ago this month that they last won here under Antonio Conte. 1 goal scored by Harry Kane, who seems to be a theme of the first half, even hardly get through a commentary without mentioning when you're talking about Tottenham. This is Romero, and Spurs just eager to take the pace out of the game, it seems, in these final 90 seconds of this first half, as they go back to Vicario in all yellow, who turns 28 tomorrow, the Italian international. But here is a doggy up inside Brighton's half. Shouts for handball against Belieber, waved away by referee Coots.
Brighton need to do something here, Chris. They've got to stop this ball into Solanke. It's far too effective, far too easy for Spurs to play it. It's caused so many problems.
Dunk lifting it forward. Romero in the situation, getting his head on the ball 10 yards outside his own penalty area. Gives it to Johnson, who knew the ball was going to run out of play, so he get something on it. And sliding in, he sends it down the line and back into the possession of Brighton again. But they've only got 60 seconds in this first half to try and find a route into this game, trailing by 2-0. Here is Igor with the braided hair, left-footed ball, downfield 40 yards, and the flag is up against Ruter, which is applauded by Pedro Porro and Christian Romero, who were the two who were closest in attendance to Jorginho Ruter, Brighton's record signing. It's a Spurs free kick. At Wolverton, this is probably the last action of the first half.
I think so, but again, good defensive line, well disciplined, held it well, and the player runs offside. That's the type of run Brighton are looking to affect and impact Spurs, but so far been defensively really well organised.
So final few seconds of the first half here on Live and via the World Service. A little look at the watch from the referee, and there is the half-time whistle, and what a fabulous 45 minutes for Tottenham Hotspur, and we are saying that affair.
Half-time, Brighton 0, Tottenham 2, second half commentary on the way. I'm not sure I need to tell you that Erik ten Hag is under scrutiny at the moment at Manchester United. His team drew 0-0 at Aston Villa. Here he is with Lee Blakeman.
Everyone is disappointed when we are are 14th in the league, and we have to be better in that area when you don't score and you don't win games, but also when you give easy goals like last Sunday, the first, then also you don't win games. So that are the two areas we have to step up if we want to be successful, but also you have to reveal this is a good team. A lot of potential in this team. We are really going in a good direction because 4 clean sheet tells something about the good organisation you have.
You're the manager, therefore a lot of the criticism comes your way. How are you finding that at the moment? The constant criticism, the constant scrutiny. When you're in your position trying to do a job, how tough are you finding it?
That is, maybe you can think it's unfair. It's some bringing the criticism, but in the club we are together. We know the process, where we are going, and we made the decision, ownership, leadership, staff, players, they are all together. And we are in this process, and we keep improving this process, and we are convinced we will be successful in the end of this.
The ownership and the leadership were here today as well. They were sitting just behind us. Eric, are they with you? Have you been reassured about your position by them?
We talk every day, and I know where we are.
That's Erik ten Hag. Manchester United 14th after that then, and Aston Villa are 5th. Here's Unai Emery with Lee.
Unai, a point and another clean sheet. Just your thoughts on today?
Yes, good evening. The clean sheet is important, but it's not the best result, not the worst, but I think the draw is fair for both teams. Maybe the first half we didn't control like we were preparing the match, and they changed something tactically more than we planned. And the second half we played changing something. We were better in our idea to impose and to dominate with our position on the pitch with the players, and reducing the capacity to session and to get our balls and to